We are very happy to be back in the town of Watson Lake because it's breakfast time and we are going across the street to get ourselves some breakfast burritos, my friends. Well, the bellies are full. Now we must go on a hunt for the Way of the Road sign. Last time we checked, well over 100,000 signs in the signpost forest, but we have an idea of the general vicinity of our sign. We're just gonna go take a look and see what condition it's in.
Where?
Found it.
Oh, it looks good.
There we are. Yeah, she's still in good
Looks like
shape.
she still got painted.
Still in there.
Right.
Diesel's paw print.
Diesel, do you remember this day? It was chaotic.
It's your time to shine, buddy.
Okay, paw. I just need his paw.
Ready?
Oh!
Good boy. Okay. Made it from Watson Lake and we are just outside of Atlin. So to get there you actually have to go through the Yukon for a few hours and then dip back down into the small town of Atlin, BC. There's only about 500 people that permanently reside there. Lots of good hikes, there's some paddling in the area. So we're gonna check it out tomorrow and see what it's all about. But regardless, there's camp for tonight and we have a wonderful mountain that we are going to climb on up there tomorrow morning. So we'll see you then. Alana met a friend this morning as she opened the side door.
I literally just went to the washroom in the bush over there and I just came back and I said to Kyle, I'm like, oh, like you're just kind of like on edge the whole time because you can hear so many things like in the bush, like the branches cracking and that, and it's probably just squirrels, but you just like never know, right? So like you're trying to like hurry up, do your thing. So now I'm back here, we're just like chatting and hear all this like whoof, like right beside me. It was freaking gross. There was a few of them, a little flock of them, and he just came right beside the van here, and I'm like, oh my god, I just can't.
Ready, bud? Well, today will be a character builder as we are gonna hike up Mount White. Had a little trouble last night finding a place to camp, and then we stumbled upon the trailhead to this mountain here. So got us thinking, we looked at all trails and it's only a 3-kilometer trip up. However, it's pretty much all vertical. So it's gonna be really steep and then a knee breaker on the way down. So it should be fun. Come on, bud. Let's go. There you go. Up. There you go, you little mountain goat.
This terrain took a turn.
Here, you go past me.
You gonna help?
You go past me. There you go.
Hi! You did it!
Oh, there we go. All right. On to the next steep section. Diesel knows a good view when he sees one. It's not a pizza or a turkey sandwich, but it's better than no food. We had to duck down off the summit because we were pretty exposed and the wind was cutting right through us, so we found a little spot to tuck away and eat our lousy Cliff Bars. Wasn't a long way up, but
Just a lot of steep sections.
yeah, definitely still a grind. Worth it though. We're the only ones up here.
But it's cool, once you're up here, you can just keep hiking along the ridge.
Definitely worth it. You just feel like you're in an old place, a place that's seen some stuff. Mountaintops that have been here since the beginning of time.
Diesel just turned 9 early in July, and he's doing awesome.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't put an age on dogs or people. As long as they're healthy and you keep moving, you can conquer mountains.
Yeah, it's pretty funny because anytime we take him out for a walk, like when we're in residential areas, almost everyone comes up and is like, oh, he's an old guy, eh? Or just talking about his age. Like the first thing they do before they even pet him is just like tell him how old he is. But it's funny because when we do these hikes, these steep climbs, some twice the length as this one, and he's ahead of us pretty much the whole time. He's got more energy than we do.
Yeah, he does great.
But we're gonna enjoy a little bit of time up here, and we have plenty of food and some frosty cold beverages in the fridge in the van once we get down there.
The best feeling! Yes! But that was a really cool hike. I'm glad we did that and got some movement in. And my knees are actually just starting to hurt, so my physio and mindfulness has been paying off. So that is good. And Diesel did a great job. He found some water by the stream, so he got a little drink, a little cool down.
Yeah, he did.
And I think he's ready for something to eat too. We're all hungry. Are we all hungry?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're all hungry.
He knows that word. So that little hike we did this morning wasn't so little, and it kind of beat the crap out of us.
It's like a full day.
Yeah, and then we started driving and we were both just like, just zonked. But we found this pretty amazing little spot by, I don't even know the name of the lake yet.
It looks like a small lake.
A very small lake, but it tucked off the main road. And it's kind of funny that they call it Little Atlin Lake, but you saw the views from up on the summit today when we did the hike. And it's not so little, so we haven't gotten the full view of Atlin Lake, but it's quite ginormous. So I think we're going to get our camp set up. We also did see some fresh bear poop on the way in here, so we may have a friend tonight.
This morning we let Diesel out to do his business, and we looked out the van and he was sitting right here admiring the view in front of him. The sun's just coming up over the mountain and the fog's just kind of rising above the little lake here. We're just having our morning coffee and soaking up some power with our solar panels, and then we are going to head into Atlin.
It's a nice view, eh, buddy? What do you think? Would you live here? Yeah, we'll build a cabin here or something. Okay. What are you whipping up?
Chocolate chip pancakes with some blueberries.
Oh, yeah.
And some syrup from Tags in Watson Lake.
That's awesome.
I can't remember the last part.
So what do you think? Every town with a piano, you'll play My Heart Will Go On?
See a piano, play a piano. Play a piano, play My Heart Will Go On.
I love it. Well, it looks like we just snagged a pretty epic camp spot. It's really early in the day, but I don't think we're going to pass this opportunity up. I'm looking at the water, and it is very inviting. I think we're going to get the canoe down and probably go for a paddle. We've got this epic view of the mountains behind us. We just visited Atlin earlier today. Got some food and coffee at Carcross, and it was fantastic. Very lovely people. We got to speak with the owners a little bit, and they just gave us some recommendations, talked a little bit about Atlin, and very friendly place. Honestly, I feel like I could live here. That water is looking super inviting, so I think we're going to get the boat down and get out there. Well, Alana stayed back to hold down the fort, and Diesel and I are out on Atlin Lake. I have to say, this is probably the nicest lake I've paddled on so far. I think it even tops Boyle Lake. The water's insanely clear. You can see right down to the bottom. Very calm today, but this lake is known to work up waves 1 to 2 meters in size. It can change on you in a flash. I highly doubt that'll happen today. And right across the lake is actually Atlin Lake Provincial Park. And you can only get there by boat or by plane. This is definitely gonna be one of those places that is going to have to be visited again. You can definitely pack in as much exploring and adventuring with the time you have here, but to do it right, it requires a bit more time. The provincial park is just littered with beautiful campsites. The mountains, still lots of snow on top over there. And I can't believe how quiet it is out here. I can hear my ears ringing. And it made me realize how loud I am blabbing out here in the middle of a lake. This is exactly what I pictured when I was sitting in that office all those days, picturing what our adventures were gonna look like. This is it right here. This is ours. Breakfast for dinner. Our avocados went a little bit brown in spots, but they'll do.
Looks good.
Our little mooch.
We're gonna go back in the canoe.
What do you think, bud? You ready? Big climb today. We're hitting the trail again today. We just made a couple pancakes to fuel ourselves up. Got a little bit of a climb today. All in all, it should be about 4 hours or so, but we'll see about that.
We're hiking Monarch Mountain today. It's 3 kilometers up the top, 3 kilometers back, and it's about 762 meters in elevation, so I think it'll be a good one. We just had like a slow morning, and then we're like, let's do a hike on the way out today. Sun is shining. It's really nice out. It's just, this is like a bit of an incline, and it's hot, and there's not a whole whack of shade. So I think the heat's just kind of getting us and Diesel a little bit. So it'd be nice if there was a lake at the top. Then I'd be more open to, you know, working towards that. But there's a massive lake down there that's closer that I am more open to jumping in right now.
Yeah, much more draw to go to the bottom, I think.
Yeah. Would you like some more?
Yeah, I think we're going to push just a little bit more, find a nice vantage point that we can, you know, at least hang out and soak it all in.
We just wanted to get our legs moving before driving today.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to, you know, let your physical activity start dwindling when you're traveling around. So getting out every couple days and putting yourself through a hike or any sort of quick workout definitely helps out a lot. And there's a nice freezing cold lake at the bottom of this trail that we can take a dip in once we're finished. This is as good of a place as any. Yeah, you can see where we drove in the very beginning of Atlin Lake, and then almost to the very end, it is just a ginormous behemoth of a lake. Atlin is certainly a place where you could spend probably a couple weeks and just adventure around. It's a very special place, and you can feel that from the people you speak to in town, the locals who talk about living here. Yeah, this seems like a good spot for us to end our Atlin adventure, because we need to get back on the road and start making our way towards Carcross.
Did it.
Someone knows where the water is.
Oh my god. Look at these. Woo! Ah!
Okay, we're gonna leave this guy alone.
Okay.
Bye, buddy.